Welcome to the Red Lion in Hillingdon. We are staying closer to home for this hotel's episode, so let's start the show.
We all like to get away now and again, and what better way than to spend a few nights at a hotel? We're here this week as we check into 3 hotels so we can check them out for you.
So we definitely need the key to turn on the lights and everything else in this room. So why don't we look in the bathroom, because it's right to my right. So it looks like they are providing Cole & Lewis hand and body wash and lotion, so that's a good thing to have. And they also have a shower cap, which I will need at some point because I don't really wash my hair all the time just now. This is weird. Oh. I had to adjust the shower because it was too low and I think it was too high for it. So it was pretty easy to do, and hopefully it will stay in place during the duration of our stay. Ooh, look, nice fluffy towels. There's also a bath mat and also a towel for us to stand on. I just noticed that there is a light, like a fluorescent light up here, but it isn't turned on. I think either it has ran out of power or is defective, or B, they just haven't gotten around to replacing it. Nice toilet. I guess this is for different flushes. I'm assuming this is for more water situation, and this is the flush that requires less water. So it's really good to know that we have a few options available for us. This is a door to join up to the adjoining room. So I think this is good for families that are staying together, but in our instance, this door will be remaining shut and locked this whole time. Wow, this is, I believe, like a king-size bed. I do appreciate all the pillows that they have, as well as these 2 cushions. And I am looking around. So we have 2 desks available, a box of tissues. So now let's look for the plugs. I think that's a USB too. Okay, so there were no plugs or charging points underneath the desks on either side of the bed. So there are 2 sockets here with 1 USB, as well as 1 socket here with 1 USB. So it's also good to know that there is a kettle to make tea and coffee. I think that they've been quite generous with tea and coffee. There is the smart cookie. So I'm assuming this is like a flavored coffee bag. And then this is the big shot. So I'm assuming this is kind of like an espresso. The Dreamer. So this might be decaf, I'm assuming. Though it doesn't really say that. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how strong they are. And these are biscuits. I don't think I've ever seen biscuits so small and dainty and tiny. Sugar for you, Marcus, because you like it sweet. And there are Walker's Stem Ginger Biscuits, and they also have Twinings. Oh, how I love being pampered with all this stuff. And look, they have lots of Twinings, which is good for you, Marcus. Oh, look, English breakfast decaf for when it's really late at night and you really want a cup of tea, but then you don't want the caffeine. Oh, look, instant hot chocolate. This might be good. All you have to do is stir in hot water. Look, here's a fridge. Okay, so they have provided 2 bottles of Bellu water. And then there's also a mini jug of semi-skimmed cow's milk. So this might be good. And there are also glasses for us to enjoy the water with. Chubb Safe, anyone? I don't think I've seen this brand before, but it doesn't matter because this is a safe and there are clear instructions on how to set the combination lock or code for the safe to keep all your belongings nice and safe during your stay at the Red Lion. There's ample drawer space for you to put away any of the clothes and belongings you want during your stay at the Red Lion. Ah, I found it. This is the menu for the coffee. So the big shot is I believe this might be like the really dark and strong one because it's 8 out of 10. The smart cookie, I thought, so this is kind of a sweet-ish type of coffee. So it's 6 out of 10. And the Dreamer is a decaf. So I think I was correct in my estimation about what these coffees were all about. This is interesting. It tells you about the essentials that they have in the hotel, and then it also goes into the surrounding area because there's also the church that is near the Red Lion Hotel, and it has a few useful information about local attractions. So it's like a guide for the visitor to see what is out and about in Hillingdon. All right, let's see what channels are available. Okay, Phillips. All right. BBC One, I suppose. Let me see whether there's menu. Cleopatra. So I clicked onto the channel grid and it shows what's available. BBC One, okay. So let's.
Cannot be too heavy for Rome and Egypt to carry together.
So here are a pretty decent amount of things on the TV. So that's good to know. Let's turn this off just now. Now let's see what our views are, shall we? View, I mean. Okay. Oh, wrong way. So, I believe this isn't necessarily the car park because I think that the cars are out there. Although I think maybe it might extend back here if they run out of space. Let's see whether these windows this window opens or not. I wouldn't really open that much, but I think this will let in a nice bit of air for you to clear the room if it's too stuffy in here, which I think it is. So that's good to know. This is a painting by Laurier, and it is Herbes de Provence, from the Marseille area, I presume. So this is nice and herby, and it's really nice and warm, I think, and it kind of invites you into the room. So I think this is a nice piece to have in this room. So this is Pavilion de Botanique, and it's like a French manor, I suppose, with lots of greenery, lots of garden space, lots of nice detail on this picture, and it's Chateau de Mostier. So I'm probably butchering it, but I don't speak French, sorry. But this is a nice picture for the room as well. I just noticed this. There is a bit of a headboard on this for this bed, which is nice because you might want to sit up while you watch the TV, and you might want to just not sit on the desk. So this is a nice idea to have this cushion for when you're still up and about. So there is an iron for you to iron your clothes while you're here, as well as a nice ironing board for you to do some ironing if you need to. And there's also a fan for you to use if the conditions require, because I believe that this room can get hot and stuffy, so it's always a good option to have a fan, and there are 3 settings on this fan. Oh, looky here. There seems to be a thermostat in the room. Like, for some reason, I just thought I wasn't able to find the actual thermostat before, so I thought, okay, so if I'm gonna be hot, then I have a fan, but then I think this is good to know. So I think right now we're on 0. So I believe it goes upwards. The fan. And then there's also, that must be the heat. Right? So I guess this must be coldest, and then this must be warmest. So if I go this way, I'm sure, shall we test it? This just turned on. Okay, let's see what happens if I go the opposite direction. So that just went off. Nothing happens for this. All right, but I think maybe we just turn it off for now so that you can hear the rest of me speaking while we go through this hotel stay. Very important to remember, no smoking or vaping. So this room has been specifically prepared for our non-smoking guests. Please do not smoke or vape. So it's very important to adhere to these rules because you don't want to be fined or be charged extra to clean up any of this airspace. So this is a nice table to have. And it's also good to have a hair dryer because I do need it if I have wet hair. So there are 2 settings, and I believe these are for the heat settings. So this is good to have. Looky here. This room has room service, which I have never tried before, but there is food available from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Room service breakfast is not available. If you do want any service, you can scan this QR code. Hotels generally have a trouser press. So I've never actually used the trouser press before, and I've never actually taken it out, but it does show you how to use it. I think this is in the upright position, and then you turn it down, and then I guess you just put your trousers here, and then it just kind of sandwiches it, and I guess it uses heat, or it just keeps it like that for some reason. So I guess it's good to have to keep your trousers nice and tidy. We were delighted to be presented with a voucher to receive 2 drinks at the bar during our stay at the Red Lion. I don't remember them offering this service before, but I think this is a nice touch to have. So we will definitely be using this voucher later on. Oh look, they even have a dog room. Don't get caught spying on someone's YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus. Sadly, our stay at the Red Lion in Hillingdon on Royal Lane has come to an end. This was a one-night stay and it was all pretty good. Because our room is on ground level, we were on the street level and there was a car parked right to my left, and we had to pull these blinds down in order to have some privacy from the outside. So that was interesting. We also really liked the bed. I didn't have any issues with the bed whatsoever. I think that the board in the back did help while we were watching the TV last night, so that was a good thing. We didn't really hear any of the neighbors outside. We weren't disturbed by anyone staying in the adjoining rooms, which is always a plus point. The bathroom was nice and tidy and it was very compact. I did like the shower pressure from the shower up above. Marcus was able to use the bath last night. This is something that we did notice. We did notice wallpaper coming off, I suppose, or the paint bits coming off. So I think that kind of added to the negativity about the view that we had about the hotel, but we haven't noticed any of this before when we did stay here. So I think maybe this room does need some TLC. The breakfast was pretty good. We both ordered the full English breakfast, and I also went up to get a croissant, pain au raisin, and pain au chocolat as well. Well, I didn't really have any toast today, so I think that kind of made up for it, but not really. And I did like the 3 cups of coffee that I did have. The Red Lion is part of the Fuller's Pub Group, and we were able to take 10% off drinks that we did order at the bar. And in addition to that, we will receive 15% off on our next hotel booking, which is a real good incentive to also choose a Fuller's Pub. Thanks for watching today's episode. For those of you that have liked it, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well. And for those of you that are feeling extra generous, you may consider buying us a cup of coffee. The link is in the description, and we will see you next time. Bye!